Today's number is 100. I spent $100 on every single GameStop ETB I pre-ordered for the 30th. Now, it retails for $60 at Target or Walmart, but before you call me an idiot, I'd do it again. Now you can call me an idiot. But I spent $100 on purpose because missing the drops cost me more than paying the premium. Everyone's arguing about whether the 30th anniversary is worth buying. I don't think that's the right question, and here's why. By the end, you're going to understand the real decision I made, the system behind it, and the one price I will never cross. But if you're new here, we don't just sell Pokemon, we keep collectors in the hobby. I'm Ryan, and I plan to build $1 million Pokemon business while climbing out of nearly $1 million in debt. Every week, I show you the real numbers, the real deals, and whether the strategies I'm using actually work. If that's your kind of content, subscribe. I placed the GameStop pre-order 2 days ago. Now, you had to put down 50%. I got 4 of them. I was waffling over the UPCs. Now, they were $399.99. I almost got all 4. I was able to get 4 of them. And I got to tell you, that was where I was like, I don't know about this right now. Now, the objection I understand. It's $100 for a $60 box. But I'm telling you guys right now, if every Target drop goes perfectly, I overpaid. If they don't, I protected my business. Half of YouTube right now is saying, skip it. It's a disaster. Meanwhile, the other half is staring at $150 plus for the same inventory. Both sides are making the same mistake. They're reacting, I'm planning. Collectors chase, I plan. Most people buy products, I build inventory. I can't build a business hoping Target loads inventory while I'm asleep. I need inventory I know is coming. I don't build my business around the best case scenario, I build it around the guaranteed one. The real question isn't, is it worth buying? It's how certain can I get it and at what cost? Now let's talk about MSRP, the lowest standard retail price, right? That's the cost I'm planning around. Our Discord catches the drops for online and in-store restocks all the time. Target, Walmart, Pokemon Center, everything. We don't gatekeep retail. We hand out the map. Every member who catches it for MSRP is the win. But MSRP hits aren't promised, which is exactly why Lane 2 exists. Now, Lane 2 is the $100 guarantee. I'm paying $40 extra to guarantee I actually get one. A year ago, GameStop pre-orders were great. Yes, they were a little pricey, but they were guaranteed. They were fixed price. You didn't have to bundle things. The pre-order dollars were the only vote that collectors got. Then we all know how GameStop played its hand over the last few months, and nobody wanted to support them. This is actually a great opportunity to tell GameStop that this lowering of price, even if it is higher than what you may want to pay, is actually something you want to support for pre-order pricing. Pre-order pricing is almost always high. This is one of those times where it's high and almost understandable. Now, if you want to vote with your dollars, this is one way to show them that this is important to you. This is the same argument that people make when they talk about showing up for a movie in a movie theater because it makes a difference. What they see on movie theater returns is how they judge whether there's going to be a sequel or whether that actor's going to continue on their career, right? This is the same kind of effect. You've got to support things when you see that there's something worth supporting. Now, $100 may be something you're unwilling to support, and I understand that. And we have a whole Discord centered around making sure that you can find things at MSRP. But again, as a business owner, I got to prepare for something different. If you do not want to support GameStop at all because that doesn't make sense for you as a collector or a hobbyist, or just because you are an MSRP devotee, right? That's okay. But as a business, I got to have some inventory, and at $100, that's fine. The $40 extra for guarantee is perfectly fine. I'm voting with my wallet for this and saying to GameStop at $100 for an anniversary set at a pre-order sale price, guaranteeing the product, that's something I'm willing to do. Now, hopefully that has guaranteed change to say that on the back end, they are willing to change some of their practices. I believe Pokemon as a company smacked them down and said, you absolutely cannot do what you've been doing. Hopefully that change is rewarded by people going to them with more pre-orders at these price levels. Now, is it great? No. Is it MSRP? No. But if you want to guarantee yourself product, this is one of the best ways you can do it, and certainly what seems to be one of the cheapest ways you can do it. Now, separately, my personal read on this is that the floor for these ETBs is going to be about $100. That's the decision I'm making, whether it's right or not. All of these ETBs are going to be inventory for me. They're all going to be something that somebody trades into for or sends their bulk for or whatever else, right? So for me, it's different. If I was ripping these at $100 plus, I probably would feel different, but that's not what I'm going to be doing. And as a business owner, I have to make different decisions than you might as a collector. If $100 is my ceiling, 101 plus is the fear. For celebrations, 25th anniversary ATBs hit 150 pretty early, and then restock waves hit, and then just premiums crashed on people, and all these people that paid early got burned. I gotta tell you, I think that's gonna happen again. The word on the street right now is that they've printed more ETBs for the 30th anniversary than all of the Mega Evolutions block combined. If that's true, then right after the first wave hits and everyone gets satiated, this thing is gonna get pounded into the ground. And that's when I think collectors and hobbyists and even business owners should be picking up more and more and more. I don't think that this is going to be 150 plus forever. I do think that there's going to shoot out the gate and it's going to be a very strong showing because it will be hard to find. I do think that the rip and ship culture is going to make it hard to find. And if the cards that we saw kind of showcased online as potential, the Mew and the Gengar and all the other things, I'm not even going to show those pictures because they're not verified right now, but if they end up being real, then the chase effect will be huge. I do think on the other end that the ETBs are printed into the ground because it's 30th anniversary, and I do think that that's going to have an impact in the long run. No matter where you are in the 30th anniversary cycle, no matter what you're collecting out of it, no matter how you're getting the packs, I want you to hit an MSRP. And that is exactly what our Discord is going to be designed to help you do. Now, if you don't hit an MSRP, I'm going to make sure that I have ways to get people product. Let's just remind everyone that the first drop is not the last drop. There's more to come. Now, MSRP hits around $60. Guarantees are around $100. My average cost is probably going to end up somewhere in the $75-$80 range after I get a few more of these in the wild, whether it be online or in store, because we have the Discord. Based on that, we're going to be under the current secondary market before the product even ships. That's our plan existing and being executed before the hype even gets in. This is what climbing out of debt through business looks like. Certainty over hope. This is the template for every major release from here to distro. Everyone wants to know how cheaply they can buy. I want to know the certainty that I can buy. That's how I run my business. Most people spend $100, I deploy it. If you made it this far, comment today's number below and tell me exactly how you plan to use today's video to help you. What are you going to be doing for the 30th anniversary? Are you going to join our Discord so we can help you hit be good or be good at it? And I'll see you next time.